Hello and welcome back to another Uncle Tat's Creative Shack LEGO review. This is Rex's Rex-treme Off-Roader. This is set number 70826. It has 236 pieces and currently sells on Amazon for $23.99. This is from the Lego Movie 2, which is the sequel to the first Lego movie, which I absolutely loved. This movie here starts to get a little bit silly in some of their creations, but I guess it's for kids anyway, so I'll leave the rest of my comments out of that and we'll just get to the review. Now, here it is. This is Rex's Rex-treme Off-Roader. The interesting thing about this set that I didn't expect to see is that it is a 3-in-1. Here are the other two builds. These are silly. I mean, I guess for kids they're okay, but to me, this is absolutely silly. You've got this like half dinosaur, half quad racer thing here, and then you've got a dinosaur with mechanical arms there. That's just, I don't know. Those are silly. Well, let's get to the review. So we'll take a look at the figures here later. Push those off to the side. We've got some extras. We'll take a look at those here in a minute. This is the Rex-treme Off-Roader proper. So we've got Rex in the cockpit seat there, driving the thing. We've got Emmett in the back. He's got a very scared face on. Let's take a look at some of the breakdown here. We'll take the minifigures out for now. We'll take a look at those separately. There is the Off-Roader. This has got some, I always love the lime green pieces. I'm a sucker for the lime green. The dark blue, I think, provides a good contrast. I would have preferred maybe a different shade of blue maybe, but it's not that bad. So up front, you know, Rex will have his steering wheel. You can put somebody in the co-pilot seat here, which has a 1x2 tile with a sticker on it showing some probably some navigation equipment there. You've got, as you saw, Emmett was in the back seat. So he's got what appears to be like a radar with multiple targets coming at you. That's also a sticker on a 1x2 tile. We have a sticker here to help bring in that green color onto the top. We have another small sticker here. Actually, that's not a sticker. I take that back. That is a print. That R is a print on that, that piece right there, which is great, actually. On the stud shooters in the back, you've got a large sticker here. You only need it for the white and black triangle, but they give you the whole sticker for the shape itself, so you don't have to worry about trying to put on that little tiny triangle. You have all of this to work with. On the other side, you've got the same situation. You've got the blue sticker to match the blue piece, and then of course just the white and black triangle is what you're concerned with. Over here, this is a sticker for the Rex's, the R on that tile. And I think that about covers it for the stickers on this vehicle. What's really interesting is that you have these stud shooters. Now, the stud shooters can be moved from side to side. And I find they're kind of finicky. You kind of have to get them just right. Okay. And then you've got a geared mechanism down here, which allows them to be turned side to side. That's actually pretty cool. For playability, that's really cool. You really couldn't ask for anything more. I probably would have rather had that knob up front so that you could, you know, be a little bit less close to the action out back. It gets you out of the model and would put it up front to make those things work rather than you being engaged right in the back, because at that point, you know, your hands are right there. It's kind of hard to, you know, suspend disbelief when your hand is right there. Anyways, so it does have some neat building construction here, but because this is a 3-in-1 set, there's a lot of pieces on this car or this, you know, off-roader that aren't required. For instance, if you look underneath, you've got these mechanical hands. I'm gonna try to get that in focus. You got these mechanical hands, one there and one there. Those do nothing for this vehicle except they're used for making the other types of projects that you can do with this set. This trans blue 1x2 plate, and this bar over here, these two pieces, they do nothing for this set either, or nothing for this build. That's just for the other builds. They have you put them on there. Here's your gearing mechanism, so as you turn the center, the outsides move with it. And there you go. That's not a bad, it's not a bad little off-roader, actually. I quite like it. So we'll put that off to the side. We'll take a look at the other sort of vehicle thing you get. So you get this dinosaur, this velociraptor, who has a posable jaw that locks either open or locks closed. It doesn't have a part-way lock, but it does lock open and closed. The head does spin. The arms move independently and have a bar-sized connection to the hand. So if you have any bar-sized pieces you want to put there, you can. The tail is made out of a softer material than the rest of the body. And there's a split right there, you can tell. That actually is so that it doesn't break off. You can bend it, whereas the rest of the body is harder plastic. The legs can be moved independently as well. Nice screen printing on the side. The other side as well. And actually, if you look here at this eye, he's got like a blue patch over there. He does not have it on this side. Okay. This thing here is apparently some sort of futuristic cannon with a stud shooter here and a stud shooter here. One of those studs has already been fired off, but you get the idea. There's a stud shooter right there. This unit can just come off. There's your dinosaur. And I think that's a great set. I mean, a great dinosaur. You paid $24 for this set, but this right here is great. These pieces cost Lego a lot to make. There's a lot of silk screening going on there, so it is worth, the value is definitely worth it there. This is the piece that was on his back. It's separate. You've got this piece here, which looks like that's the zipline piece for a little extra detail. This can move all the way back, but as you can see, this arm here has nothing to do with that. This arm here is just because you need it for some of the other builds. They wanted to put it somewhere, they went ahead and put it right there. So there you go. That's pretty much it's a neat little build. It's a suggestion that they have, you know, the capability of fighting some sort of aliens in the, you know, the futuristic planet that they end up going to in the movie. So I can see where they're coming from with that. Do I necessarily have to have it though? I'm okay with not necessarily have it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigure, shall we? Alright, oh, here we go. We've got Emmett. Let me swing this around here for us. There we go. We've got Emmett, who is he's freaking out. They're going to a planet where he's never been to before. He's not going to have a good time. We have Rex on this side. He's got some nice printing. Again, it's very dark. This dark blue is hard to appreciate any of the printing on it. You kind of have to get right up in there and trying to get some light right onto the subject to really appreciate that he's got some printing on that. He's got the stubble face. Very confident looking expression. Okay, we'll go ahead and spin these around. Rex also has printing on his armband right there. Oops, right there. I just love Emmett's expression. He's just freaking out. Okay, there's more printing on the back of Rex, but you know, again, it's the dark blue, so it's hard to see it all. Go ahead and put that back on there. Okay, we'll take a look at his alternate faces. There's Emmett. He's a little bit happier now. So they've either taken off from that planet or he's killed all the aliens, one or the other. And there's Rex. Now he's definitely got a more serious, more aggressive look there. Okay, we'll spin him around. And there we go. So there's your Rex and your Emmett. Make sure we get the right hair pieces on the right. Oops. There we go. And there's Emmett. I believe Emmett's faces in this one are exclusive to the set. I haven't seen them in any other set, so I'm going to have to go ahead and assume that that's definitely exclusive to this set. Now I'll go ahead and take a look at that plantimal thing. This is this is the alien that they're trying to go after. Or there's a bunch of these on this planet that they land onto. And yeah, he's very interesting. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the parts closer up here. Let's try to get in a little bit closer. This cone piece is actually metallic. It's got some sparkle in there. That's pretty interesting. The leaf piece in this magenta color is nice. I find that the connection there is a little off. This leaf piece, I've never actually seen this leaf piece in orange before. I've seen them in, we get them in green all the time, but not in orange. And then coming down here, we've got a crab in lavender as part of the torso. I'll go ahead and try to get that back into place here. It's hard to do this on camera. You'd be surprised. Okay, there we go. And then down here, there's a dish piece that's in a trans purple metallic, similar to the cone that was on the back of them. And then this is a flower piece in dark blue. So he all just attaches like that. So they end up landing on a planet that has a bunch of these things chasing them. And that's what Emmett was probably freaking out about, because, oh my god, where are these creatures coming from? Bring Rex's Rex-treme there, his off-roader into place. We'll go ahead and put Rex in the driver's seat. He's rocking and rolling. He's good to go. Emmett, oh my god, he's going to go in the back where he can control the cannons. Okay, so all in all, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. We've got your dinosaur. You also get a flashlight assembly, which is nothing fancy. It's just a lightsaber hilt with a clear plate on the top. You get some of these. You get some spare studs for your stud shooters. Okay, and then you get a briefcase and a coffee mug. So if you're not putting Emmett in the co-pilot seat, well, you can go ahead and put your coffee mug there, I guess. That'll just fit right there. The briefcase, strangely enough, they have you putting it, there's a slot between the front seat and the back seat. And I'm trying to get it on camera without the, there we go. That's where the briefcase goes. It just fits in there. Go ahead and get it up for you. I'll show you. Let's see. There we go. So see that slot right there? Let me try to get my hand out of the way. Yeah, that's where your briefcase goes. Right there. And then of course, you're going to need an ammo reload. So just put the rest of your shots on there. There you go. What do I think? Well, I think it's a pretty interesting set. I definitely like the dinosaur. Definitely. The Velociraptor. You can never go wrong with having a couple of those. It's interesting. What I don't like. I'm sorry. I'm fumbling my words. What I don't like is these builds here. I absolutely think this is silly as all heck. You're required to pull the arms off the dinosaur and put these mechanical arms on it instead, holding the briefcase and the coffee mug. I could totally do without that. And then Emmett's riding it with a big smile on his face, like this is what he's going to take to work. That's silly. This over here, the quad cycle with the dinosaur. You got your stud shooters here. I think there's some on both sides. I can buy this a little bit better than I can buy that, simply because, you know, if you've seen monster trucks, some monster trucks have, like, you know, those fiberglass bull horns or something to make them look like, you know, a little bit beefier. I can see this being a fiberglass dinosaur head, and then of course a fiberglass tail, just to have the look. What I don't like is I don't like the suggestion that you've combined, you know, mechanics with an animal. That to me is just that's kind of creepy, you know, because you're thinking that's like some sort of weird bioengineering thing I'd rather see it as a fiberglass head and a fiberglass tail, just to give it that look, you know, a little bit more of an aggressive look. But I don't like the bio-engine. Like over here, this would be, you know, half of a dinosaur, and then of course the legs. Unless this was animatronic, you know, maybe you could see it at being that, but I don't know. So I didn't see this coming, a 3-in-1 set. They don't really typically do that with these licensed ones. Typically it's, you know, you build what you get. I haven't seen them do, you know, something where you take apart the main builds and build a separate thing when it comes to a licensed set. But then again, it is Lego, and Lego's making Lego sets about the Lego movie, so Lego, Lego, Lego. Anyway, not a bad set. Definitely, if you like the review here, go ahead and grab yourself one of these sets. $24 on Amazon. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.